Hello everyone and welcome to the Hungry House Husband Show. Today I am making chili enchilada sauce. This is a simple alternative to the canned enchilada sauces out there. I prefer it due to the ability to control the spice level. I like mine a little bit hotter than most, so I went and found this and then tweaked it to my liking. So for this sauce, we are going to need 1/2 pound ground meat, browned and drained, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 2 tablespoons all-purpose flour, 3 tablespoons of chili powder. I used the hotter chipotle chili powder, but you can use regular chili powder if that's the heat level you like. 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of cumin, 1/4 teaspoon of oregano, and 2 cups of chicken stock or broth. I used broth. First thing we want to do to make this super simple but absolutely delicious sauce is to heat up our oil in a pot and add in our flour. And begin whisking that around. Be sure not to let it sit for too long. We don't want it to burn, but a nice blonde roux should form here. And then we'll start adding our spices. So the first spice I add is chili powder. I add both tablespoons. And I do this so that it gets a little bit more heat before we add the stock or the broth, just because it opens up the flavors in that by frying it just a little bit. It will give it almost a smoky taste. At this point, I go ahead and add only half of my stock. Just want to keep the spices from burning. Don't want them to get bitter. So just a little bit at first. Whisk that around, get everything kind of combined, and then start adding the other spices. So at this point, we want to add our other tablespoon of chili powder, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder, the salt, the cumin, and the oregano, and go ahead whisk that all together until it's nice and combined, and we're going to just let this simmer away. I also don't show it here on camera, but this is also the point where I add my other cup of chicken broth. Now that we have all of our chicken broth and spices in, we want to go ahead and add the ground beef. And at this point, we want to reduce the heat to a low simmer for about 20 minutes. And here is the final sauce. It's nice and thick, coats a spoon well. That's what we're looking for, and it will only thicken up more as it cools. You can go ahead and freeze this for later use or put it right straight on top of your enchiladas before they go in the oven. And there you have it, the finished product on top of my cheese and onion enchiladas, which were absolutely fantastic, by the way. That video is upcoming. As always, I thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, may your life and your food always have flavor. Bye-bye.